Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, once again talking about the upcoming Beastmen DLC, which I can say that with 100% confidence due to the letter that was released today on the Total War Warhammer, or Total War official Twitter, which is this letter here, which I will go ahead and read to you, and then we'll sort of dissect what's all in it, and then we'll talk about some other stuff. So let's go ahead and get through this. To the Hunts Marshal. Please pay the messenger boy handsomely for getting this letter into your hands. I made a promise of a few gold crowns to ensure its speedy delivery, but did not have the funds on me. The letter is urgent because I have, as you requested, tracked down our prey. Alas, it is too late for the folk of Mittelwig. I came across the hamlet to find the buildings burnt and no sign of the villagers. They have scattered, or were taken. While that is not conclusive proof in itself of what we fear, on further investigation I found the small Sigmarite shrine desecrated, destroyed beyond any semblance compared to the ruined tavern and small holdings. Tracks disappeared into the Drakewald. Some prints were from men and women, no doubt. Others were not. As dusk came to the empty village I left, for there was a fell chill about the place. I am now in a coaching inn, a few leagues north, where I write to you by the light of the rearing fire, which offers colder comfort than it should. I suggest we meet here before we move on to the threat, 3 days hence. Seek out the Bloody Moon Inn, and you be the judge of whether that name is a dark omen or a good one. For me, it speaks of doom. The locals in this very inn whisper that the father of crows is abroad. Bring your bow of amber. It will be needed. Yours, Hergid Comfer, Imperial... Lager? Jaeger? In any event, doesn't matter. So, very fun little lore note. This is so slap-in-the-face Beastmen, I feel like they just should have released a trailer and just been done with it. So, let's talk about the important things that... first, let me go through my confirmation that it's Beastmen. Second, we'll talk about some other fun notes that it drops. So, first things first, this letter is addressed to the Hunts Marshal of the Empire. The Hunts Marshal of the Empire is Hunts Marshal Wolfheart, who is a hero special character in the Empire book. He specializes primarily in hunting down monsters. But he's obviously also responsible for making sure the forests and various places like that around the Empire stay safe. We also know it's him because Hergid Comfer here references Wolfheart's bow of amber, which he is terrifying with. He used it to, like, basically one-shot a Chimera at once. But in any event, I don't think this means Wolfheart's going to be in the game, because we have way more references to Krell, and Krell's not in the game yet. So I think we'll see Krell before we see any other heroes. So until you see Krell, anything like this, where it's like, hey, Hunts Marshal Wolfheart, that'd be a cool character, I think that's not going to happen. CA seems to not have figured out how they're going to do heroes yet. So anyway, moving on to the letter at large. So first things first, what lets us know that this is Beastmen are two big things. And one Beastman in particular just echoes around this letter. First of all, whatever it was that attacked the village, which is Beastmen, fled into the Drakewald. The Drakewald is the #1 holding of Beastmen in Warhammer lore, with the exception of the Forest of Shadows. But those two places are like their big holdouts. Second, the Imperial shrines to Sigmar, or the deity shrine they had there, was destroyed. Beastmen hate all forms of civilization, and many of them hate the religion of men even more so. One in particular, who we'll get to in a moment. And the other big thing is people whispering about the father of crows. Now, let's go ahead and get into who this letter is really talking about. This isn't just talking about Beastmen. This is talking about Malagor the Dark Omen. That's why he drops that name as a Dark Omen. That's a little hint as well. Malagor the Dark Omen, also known as the Crow Father, or the Father of Crows, is one of the largest anti-human special characters in in Warhammer Fantasy. He hates humanity, but more importantly, the thing he hates the most about us is our religion, or about them, not us. He hates all of the gods and the religious districts more than anything else in the world. His primary objectives when he's wandering around is that he riles up the Beastmen herds and he leads them to go smash down shrines and cathedrals. Like, that's his MO. So the fact that this village was attacked, and it seems like from the letter that their specific target was the Sigmarite shrine, and he specifically mentions the Father of Crows by name, which the reason Malagor is called the Crow Father is because he has giant crow wings coming out of his back. He's the only Beastman that has that. That's famous anyway. So yeah, this is definitely, without a doubt, Malagor the Dark Omen. I will bet however much money any of you think you can take me on for. Malagor the Dark Omen, 100% coming to the game. Beastmen are coming. Period. End of story. No debate. So this confirms my earlier theory back when the Dark Tongue labels came out. So I'm super excited for Beastmen. Super excited for Malagor. I personally do not think he will be the racial leader. I think they're going to bring somebody else in. Because Malagor is more of a... He tends to stir up the Beastmen, but even in books where Malagor shows up, or even Morgar in that instance, it's always a Beast Lord that leads the Beastmen. And the only living Beast Lord who is a special character at the time of Total War Warhammer is Khazrak the One-Eye. So my very solid prediction, in my opinion, is that we're going to see Khazrak the One-Eye as the racial leader, and we're going to see Malagor the Dark Omen as the other legendary lord. Because I don't think you can do Beastmen and not have a Beast Lord as their main leader. No matter how big of a thing the Beastmen are up to, the Shamans like to get them stirred up, but it's the Beast Lords who always lead the charge. This happened with Gothor the Beast Lord. This happens with, there's at least 2 other books I know of that Beast Herds show up in, and despite the fact the Shaman is like the big, scary bad guy, it's actually, the Beast Herds are still led by a Beast Lord. So, I'm thinking Khazrak the One-Eye, Malagor the Dark Omen, and as for what's going to be in the game from the book, we'll probably do a video on that later. I've got another 2 videos I need to get out today. Well, one of them I don't need to, but I'd like to. But one I have to get out today. So I need to go record those. But I just wanted to get this out for you guys. If you haven't seen this, you can go to their official Twitter page, which I believe is www.twitter.com/totalwar. And you'll see it on there. It's very neat. Really enjoying. I like that they're like throwing us fluff hints instead of just really dumb crap. Like, I think they had a thing the other day where it was like, or maybe a month or 2 ago, where it was like, look at this giant picture, and there was like a secret link hidden on it that led to some kind of website or something, and after one person saw it, they took it down. That crap was stupid. CA, please don't do stuff like that. I think it's much more fun to unleash something to the community. That being said, I think it could be a little bit more cryptic than this. This is kind of like, hey, look, it's Malagor. Like, they should have just put a picture of Malagor out while they were at it. So yeah, hopefully, because we've had 2 Beastmen things, I think we had the Dark Tongue last week, and this is this week, I would predict that means the Beastmen will be announced officially either next week or the week after, or 2 weeks from now. And I bet the release will come roughly a week or 2 weeks after that. So what I'm personally thinking is that we're going to get the official Beastmen trailer video. I think that's going to be in 2 weeks. Because we haven't seen any like models or anything, so I bet they're going to do more of like another typical announcement next week. If they want to make me super happy, they'd release a video next week. But I feel like jumping from this to video might be a little much. And then a week... So if they don't release the video next week, I'm pretty sure the video will be the week after that. And I'm thinking Beastmen are going to be either released the last week. If we're lucky, I think they'll be released the last week this month. If we're unlucky, they'll be released the first week of August. That's what I'm feeling right now. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. I've got more stuff coming, all sorts of other stuff. So I will see you guys soon. In any event, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.